Going on, y'all? It's been a minute. Rika Tuku Khan going live. It's been a while, but I figured this be a topic that needs to be addressed. The AI takeover. AI has taken over so many things, and so many people are unaware of its actual reaches within the world now. You know, a lot of things artificial intelligence can do. One is with artwork, instead of having someone actually doing some artwork for you, you can have artificial intelligence render certain, whether it's, something for a business, maybe a business logo or even portraits. You could have certain portraits as input, so many photos of what a person looks like or their most recent pictures, and it could render whatever style that you see fit out of the various selections that come back. I think one that they promote all the time, you probably see it within advertisements, is Copilot through Microsoft. You go there and you can input photos and, okay, I want this particular text or font underneath, and it'll come right about. But I know it's been a long while since I actually went live, but I'm actually live, and hopefully people that tune in to Tukudakan get to come in. You say something in the comments if you're able to. I know some people are on a gig, some people are watching through TV and things like that. Or artificial intelligence is blocking as they always do, even though I'm on a different type of device that's not, I won't say is different, but it's more up to date, and it can receive updates. But when you're on the list of being shadow banned and things like that, it works a little bit different versus someone that got free range to do whatever they want to do. Matter of fact, I seen a post saying something about one of these agencies were gonna start going after people that listen to certain content, because essentially, I guess they don't want you to listen to alternative media anymore. They rather you listen to structured mainstream media that feeds you things that essentially keep your mind asleep versus things that can actually awaken your mindset. Alternatives. I think we all need alternatives within this life to let us see clear in different ways. And one is, like I said, this artificial intelligence. A lot of things, think about it like this: like you start looking at a particular shirt or a particular I don't know, say branding of clothing, then you start receiving all kind of ads for those particular things. And like, okay, yes, I do like maybe this one particular thing, but now I know you're trying to market towards me because you're sending me all these things that favor the last thing that I somewhat wanted to glimpse at. Now I'm bombarded with all this. That's artificial intelligence right there, and on a marketing strategy. I would even say on certain videos that you watch, matter of fact, it's a guy I watch on this particular platform, and he speaks on, different stereo things. And, his thing is that he crafts, uh, you know, um, things for subwoofers. He markets that he does things for subwoofers. But before any of his ads, if you go to it, they'll show ads. They'll show, oh well, why don't you get this prefabricated box? Even though he offers to build custom, they put prefab box advertisements over him. So essentially, it's like, okay, we know you're trying to be self-made and self-employed and things like that, but we don't like that. We would rather these other companies hopefully get paid before they even click on your video. To me, that's wrong. If anything, they should promote more videos where he's saying, "Hey, get this particular type of box for me," and things like that. But no, we rather market, oh, well, this person or this company can do it for less than this person. So essentially, they're kind of even though it seems like they're promoting them, they're really undercutting them, and to me, that's wrong. But that goes with, anything that you can think of. Maybe someone talking about one particular thing. Hey, well, go to this person. They're throwing people under the bus. You want to listen to people who's throwing people under the bus. When really those are probably, alphabet agencies that cater to, putting a said ethnicity down. They don't care. They don't share the same pigmentation as you, but they claim to know everything about you. Them is not the ones I would tune into. But, people like who they like, and they like, oh, this is my particular artist I like listening to. What's he got to say? The only thing I say about that, yeah, you may like the particular artist, but the kind of questions that they're peppering them with, to me, is setting them up for future things that can be future problems, that can be future drama. When I have someone on my platform, I don't do any of that kind of stuff. I may cover things that, may be in the media a little bit, but I'm not trying to degrade or throw anybody that I have on my channel under the bus or uh, put them in a position where they can be liable for something that they may have discussed or talked about, or me trying to reference or get them to come out and say, no, I'm not with any of that. And with that being said, it's been other platforms that I've been on where they're like, oh, why don't we talk a partnership deal? When really, if anyone's, thinking about doing anything on any of these platforms, becoming an influencer or whatever like that. A lot of people, oh well, they say they'll get me more views and clicks and likes and things like that. But what's the trade off? What's the real trade off? You know, um, are you really gaining revenue from that? Usually, people just want to hurry up and get into that without even going over the contracts that they're signing or entering into. No, if you can't have 100% control over what you do and say, to me, it's not worth it. But then they're like, well, you're not getting a reach. Well, how far is your reach if you're really essentially limited and you're working for someone else instead of doing what you genuinely want to do? Whether it's, building something, offering a particular service for something. If you can't be all you can be and be who you are, to me, you're just another employee, you know, and I wouldn't advocate that. But, some people rather have the fame and really limited fortune. I've never been one like that. I got to be me. When I display cars and things like that, they're all me. They're all bought. There ain't no, oh, let me use your car to say, pretend like I got this. No, if I got it, I got it. That's mine. It's all paid for. It ain't no, putting on the hits and pretending to be something that I'm not. But hopefully, even if you ain't catching the live, you can actually catch the replay. I figure, I talk about AI because there's so many things. Think about it like this: when you're on any of those, because there's so many social media platforms now. You're on any of them platforms, you're fed a certain thing on your timeline, or say certain things you want to see, you go to click on them, and then it's something else, or you go scrolling, and then you're like, wait a minute, I want to see what I just kind of glanced at. Then it passes you by. You try to scroll back, and you can't see it. Well, it's like certain things they don't want you to see. It's like people are getting less clicks on their particular platforms because it's like, oh, your content is, we don't want people to start waking up to, see certain things. But it's still going to be found out. It's just there are more sneaky, conniving ways of, I guess, passing the people by that's offering genuine information versus, steadily perpetuating drama, you know. Let me see. I haven't did this in a while, so I don't know how would I go about ending this because it's a different the setup is different, so I don't know if this is the would it be the same way, but I'm thinking from how I'm looking at the layout, I would be able to click out of it. But matter of fact, if you check in the link, if you're on it live, it's a link where you can actually go live with me and be like, Rick, let me chime in. I want to say something about what you're talking about, AI takeover, how it's done. Think about it, it's even on our cell phones. I would say I just recently I was sending some I would say fairly important information to someone to do something for me, and it only included the first part of the information. So I'm thinking they got the information, but they only got part of it. And then they showed me in person. I'm like, look at that. See, that means they're monitoring these phones to be like, okay, only this particular information will go out. Hopefully it'll be delayed or they won't even think twice about it. So sometimes you gotta, re-go over or actually call someone. Did you get what I just sent you? Because that's how you know that can lead to actual argument or oh, you just trying to dodge what I'm doing. When actualities, they got the artificial intelligence set up in these cell phones to don't send that information. Hopefully it's a way we could profiteer off of this information not being sent and things like that. With that being said, hey, matter of fact, click the like button if you haven't clicked it already. I haven't done a live in a long time. Hopefully, get these clicks up and that can aid in something. I won't say for my channel because a lot of times I get shadow banned. But with that being said, it's Rika Too Cool for Khan, and I'm up out of here. Appreciate you for listening.